Hey, K Mellow, or Mellow One. How are you this morning? Uh, I know this is early, but I kind of wanted to talk to Corey. I know that she dropped a little video and had my name in it. So I was thinking, instead of the continued fighting with her, maybe we could talk it out. I don't know. It's just, you know, what adults do. They talk things out instead of fight over and over and over forever. And obviously, Corey and I have not gotten along for quite a while. Um, I don't understand her, right? I guess say Robbie is having some problems. I have no idea what's going on. Um, no clue. I know that he's a fellow addict, and he's had a few relapses. So have I. So I guess Corey are putting me and Robbie in the same category, right? Instead of trying to help somebody, she's over there bashing him, saying that he needs to get the F off of YouTube. That's her perception. I mean, I think we all have the right to be on this platform. Um, I guess I did go live kind of early, huh? Um, I'll drop the link. I doubt that she's gonna come up, but I'm gonna attempt to squash things with her because I don't want to keep fighting with her. It's been going on for years. It's okay, Mellow One. We have been fighting for years, and she's had this vendetta against me because I'm an addict, right? Because I've relapsed. So now she's correlating. Let's see. Go watch Drama Vault. He's repulsive. Maybe you can help him. I'd love to. I don't talk to Robbie that often. I really don't know what's going on with Robbie. I I'd love to talk to Robbie. Hey, Miss Lennon. Hey, Eric. I'd love to help him. I don't know how I can help him at the moment since my relapses just happened. What, a month or so ago? Um, Maybe talking to him and just letting him vent would help. I don't know. I Robbie and I aren't that close. We never really were. We've all been cordial together, and we've supported one another when it comes to addiction and relapse and things like that. And we've had words of wisdom between both of us. Like, he's given me some encouraging words. I've given him some encouraging words. Um but that's been a while ago. I don't really know what's going on in Robbie's world. And I did kind of catch some of Drama Vault just so I could come on here knowing what the hell I'm talking about. And yeah, calling people's jobs, that's not okay. I don't support that. And is Robbie Drama Vault? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not really sure. I doubt it since one of Robbie's deleted lives are up on there. I doubt it. I'm not really sure who it is. But for whatever reason, Corey, Chainsaw, whatever you want to call her, she puts me and Robbie in the same category because, we are addicts and we've recently relapsed, I guess. And so now Corey's on a mission saying, we need to save Robbie off the internet, and Sarah too. Corey, honey, I'm not going anywhere. You can't force somebody to get off the internet. You can't force somebody to get off of YouTube. It's just not going to happen. Um, I really have no interest in fighting with you. I have no interest in calling you names. In fact, I've made it, I've gone out of my way to make sure that there's no beef between us. Um, I think both of us have each other blocked. So you can't see me and I can't see you because I don't want to fight with you anymore, man. I just don't. Um, I'm definitely not intimidated by you. I think you're an ankle biter, and you you try to go after vulnerable people. And I've seen that many times with you. Since I'm talking about you, I'm going to drop you a link. I highly doubt you're going to come up because I'm just such an awful, vile person, correct, Corey? Um, but the thing is that it's not okay for people to keep continuing to go after one another for their personal downfalls, right? Things that hurt them. Corey, I've never gone after you for things that have happened in your personal life, and I never would. I wish you would understand that. I wish you would just leave me alone, you know? I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to get to the point to where I get so mad that I blow up and just start screaming my head off and then, you know, potentially say something that I might regret. I don't want it to get to that point. So, why can't you come over here and talk this out? Why can't we just like coexist without having to call one another names, screaming and yelling? Because this is what happens. People provoke me, right? They keep coming at me and then I blow up and then I feel guilty about it afterwards. I don't want to keep doing that. I really don't. I want to just either squash this and move on or just don't watch me, Corey. You know, the whole dipshit thing doesn't bother me. Call me a dipshit all you want. That doesn't affect my real life. And it's just a word. Dipshit. Junkie. Whatever. You know, you're gonna call me names because that's what you do, Corey. I'm not gonna call you names. There's a few that I could call you. Trust and believe that. But I'm better than that. And I know you're better than that. But you are so stubborn, you think you're right all the time. Hey, Clancy, how are you? Oh, Clancy, calling me a dipshit, classifying me and Robbie as the same because we're both addicts. We've relapsed. And so now we need to get the F off of YouTube. It's just not going to happen, you know? Um, Maybe I shouldn't have responded this way. Maybe I shouldn't even have gone live. But hey, you know, I thought maybe as adults, we could maybe possibly work this out instead of going back and forth. Because there was a point in time where Corey and I did get along. It's been years ago, but we did. We were very cordial to one another, and um, you know, she was a moon sister with me. But it's whatever. I really don't know why she started to hate me. Maybe you can watch this later, Corey, and explain to the crowd why you have so much hate for me. I'd really like to know. Seriously. I would love to know why you hate me so bad. Mello one says, I remember months ago, Corey was on Abe's panel and they were talking about music movies. And if you didn't know her reputation, you'd say she was kind of cool. Trip me out. Yeah. I mean, there's things that Corey has said that is absolutely hysterical. Sometimes she can be funny and sometimes she can be nice. But I feel like every time she makes a little video, it's at a dig towards people she really hates, like really, really hates. And I'm obviously one of them. She's left me alone for quite some time. And actually, the past few videos that she's done of me, I haven't even acknowledged it. Um, but I don't know why you're trying to correlate Robbie and I together. If if Robbie is having a hard time and going through a relapse, possibly, the best thing to do would be to leave him alone instead of attacking him, right? But no, let's just make it worse for him and push him over the edge a little more. Right, Corey? Is that what we need to do? The same thing you guys did to me, calling me a junkie and I'm not even going to go into the things that have been said to me the past couple of weeks, months, whatever. Um, Words can hurt, you know. And words can push people over the edge. And we are here in our what, 30s, 40s, 50s, and we're trying to push people over the edge. Congratulations, Corey. Congratulations. I'm not going to get upset. I'm 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 trying to be an adult and work this out. Corey, I know that you lurk everywhere. It's what you do. Why don't you come over and take a link and tell me why you hate me so bad? I seriously need to know. Like, I don't want to fight with you, man. I don't want to have this go on for years and years and years. I just want to know what I've done that has made you absolutely hate me and why you feel the need to make digs at me when it comes to addiction or relapse or this or that. And why are you putting me and Save Robbie in the same category? I really want to know this. Yeah, it could push him over the edge, Eric, for sure. And he obviously got so upset and to the point to where he did a live and then deleted it. I don't know what that live was about. Oh, hey, Mac 11, how are you, darling?
Good morning. What time is it there? Like 4 o'clock or something in the morning?
No, it's 7:12 a.m.
Why are you up on Saturday at 7:12?
Because my my internal clock makes me go to bed at like 10 o'clock at night, and then I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day.
Where's your internal or external, like change the time to get up button? Do you have one of those?
I wish I
Listen,
did. I wish I
I
could reset it.
I might be missing something, Sarah. I had listened to most of the video of
Mhm.
Robbie's, and I might be missing a lot of the picture, because I kind of found Robbie really cross. Now, am I taking that wrong?
Yeah, and I haven't watched Save Robbie in a while.
But just that clip I listened to on
Yeah, he
dumpster
was
clip.
he was really angry.
Yeah, and I don't get that. Like I've always, found, haha, you got it, Mellow. When you would come up here and tell me that, and I'll slip on down and run.
Hey, frustrated lurker. Hey, Rev.
This dog will lick your finger off. Trust me. You want that crazy face licking your finger off? Okay, then. No, but so he's having trouble with his sobriety, is he,
Yeah.
Robbie?
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're low.
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, is Save Robbie having trouble with his sobriety?
Per Corey Chainsaw, yes,
All
and
right.
he needs to get the F off of YouTube.
Well, sometimes, you know how, like, with your sobriety, you've shared with us that
Mm-hmm.
you and your husband go to meetings,
Yes.
and helping to share your message has really worked well for you. Now, during COVID, when, I mean, there was all kinds of laws and rules and and suggestions and forth. Were you able to go to the meetings, or did you have to rely more so on online?
We did the online. We did it a few times with like a few people that are kind of in our circle, and
Uh-huh.
it was nice. And that was towards the end. In the beginning of COVID, I was so freaked out. I didn't want to leave the house or do anything,
Yeah,
and we didn't know
really.
about the online meetings yet. Yeah.
What a great idea it was. I made everything is online now, which is bad too, because
Hmm.
it's made it too easy never to go out again. Yeah. Shop from Amazon, call in your groceries, or email them, and you have them delivered. We don't have to go for anything, really.
Yeah, Brandon got mad at me during COVID because he was like, "Well, Sarah, every day you're getting a package." And I said, "Well, yeah, we have necessities we need at the house."
Yeah, my husband kind of made a comment on stuff coming in. I said, "Hello, Christmas is every year."
Right.
He's like, "What?" I said, listen, the best sales are on. This was like between Christmas and New Year's. The best sales are now. If I can get it for
Mm-hmm.
60% off, you're getting a cheap but nice, but a lot less Christmas gift. What, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I bought 10 I am off topic for a second, but I'll just share this little saving thing with you. It was weird, but I found our tartan, my family tartan, before I was married, scarves, and I hadn't found them anywhere. So, and the price was like they were 2/3 off the price. Well, you can't walk away from something like that, can you?
Right. No.
So, I bought 10 of them,
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice.
and okay, so something happened. Um, the mill in Scotland canceled the order. They arrived at the door. They charged me 3 times for shipping, and in the last PayPal, but shipping wasn't that much. The
Oh.
last time on the shipping thing, I said, "Stop it! This is the third time and final time I'm paying the shipping." But even with the sale price, they were like $30. So they just didn't charge me, and I've contacted them. I don't know how many times. You're incorrect. You never got it. Well, okay, boys. I'm trying to tell
Oh.
them. I don't know. That was a really good sale, Sarah. I even
Okay.
asked where I could mail them back to, but coming back to it though, like I guess the point that I was trying to say softly, but I'm gonna go real hard on this one. You're different when you talk about your sobriety. Robbie's
Yeah.
kind of cranky, mad. Okay, I said it, and he seems to be like I don't know the guy at all. I only kind of got to know him through Molly Golightly, and he was mad then, kind of, and then he
Mm-hmm.
left her and did his own channel and stuff. But is it just that the clip channels only pick him up when he's cross,
Yeah.
or
That's
is that
exactly
across
it.
the? Oh, okay, so there's a whole different Robbie if I start watching his channel. Well, maybe I should start watching.
I've known Robbie to be really positive and spread a lot of love. I don't know what's going on with him right now, but there's been people tell me that he has been really angry lately, and there's some things going on in his real life. I think people might be trying to provoke him the way
Yeah.
that they were me when I was going through my relapse. People would say some awful things to me. Now, the one thing I don't agree with is, Robbie's, I guess, called some people's jobs. That's not okay.
Oh, you know, I don't know. I'm really getting sick and tired of the real life stuff. I would never
Yeah,
do that to anybody.
right.
Never. I couldn't, I couldn't sleep at night if I did that to anybody. I don't care what they have to say about it. Like, I might get uppity and I might get stuck in my craw for about like 10 months and I keep repeating it in chats and nobody sees me talking and I might block. I go through that whole, I'm just complaining here, pay attention. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that
No.
morally. I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't either. I wouldn't want to like mess up somebody's real life. I don't want to do
Yeah,
that. And
like what if they lost their job and then that's inciting them? It's kind of like there's pick your arguments, right? That's the way I
mhm.
look at it. Pick your argument. So did you send Mr. Sarah out for breakfast and what did you have? And
No, not yet. I don't think
wake
we're
him
going to
up.
do that. He's already up. He's got to get
Tell him to
ready
get
and
out there and earn his keep and get you breakfast.
that's right. That's
Right.
right.
Get
I'd
on
like
it,
one of
mister.
those. There's this place down the road and it's called Smoothie something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they make these like breakfast smoothies, and you can
What?
have energy put in them and like fat burners put in
Energy.
them.
Oh my
Oh yeah, they are
God.
so good.
Just go with fried eggs, bacon, and fried potatoes and homemade bread toast. Come on, let's go for the real thing. If we're gonna have
That
fun,
requires a lot of work, Mac.
listen. It's like this. It's not difficult. First, you put the bacon in. You slow cook it, and you pretty much can go around and do your own thing. Just turn it every once in a while, right? Take it out, drain it, blah 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 blah. blah. But you don't want to remove all that fat because you're going to cook the eggs in it, right? At the same,
Pancakes sound really good right now.
I make great pancakes.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'll be right over.
You know what I use? Well, they've changed the packaging. because it
Hmm.
wasn't politically correct. But now my sister makes hard as rock homemade pancakes. I swear to God, you can't get your teeth through them. I'm not going to break out teeth, bless her heart.
Right.
You can't even soften them with like molasses or syrup or water.
Huh.
They're not spongy, they're nothing, they're rock. It's a good thing she's not subscribed to your channel, or is she? I'll have to check that out and see how she's. Anyway, yeah, no, bless her heart, she tries. She cooks like my mom. But anyway, for me, I use what used to be called Aunt Jemima.
Oh,
But,
yes.
but you have to get the stuff that you have to put the egg in, not the stuff that you only have to put milk or water in. That
Hmm.
stuff sucks. And my dad showed me how to. My dad was such a good. Showed me how he made them, and I followed what he did. And I put molasses in a warm cup or a warm bowl, like with warm water in it, and
Uh-huh.
make it easier to run. And it's delicious, man. Man,
Oh, I bet it is.
yep. And you have to put heart smart margarine on the pancakes. I noticed that uh, Eric gets up pretty early. I do too, Eric. We're gonna have to start talking on the phone.
Right.
When you get up, you call. Like Eric
Yeah, I'm
probably
an
doesn't have
early
time to
bird.
eat.
Sometimes it's 5 in the morning, sometimes it's 6, but
I'm,
yeah.
I'm, I'm discussing with myself. I was never a morning person. What has happened to me? God, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I was reading Deborah Groovy's comment. She says, as a person in recovery, I cannot believe the people who encourage relapse and the reaction of the addicts trying to stay clean. If I was their sponsor, no YouTube till you are comfortable in
It's
sobriety.
right. Yeah.
And that's
See,
true.
yep. And I notice everybody is poking and pushing everybody to the edge, the brim.
Hmm.
Don't you notice that? With
Oh, yeah,
recovery,
absolutely.
with addiction recovery, with your kids are ugly, to
Yeah,
you're stupid and you live in a white trailer. Really?
right. It's
You're fat. You're skinny. Everything. Come on,
We're
nothing is.
adults and we're acting like
I
10 year
really
olds.
wish your country and our country would consider opening everything up, letting
Hmm.
everybody get out, let them loose for a while. If they get COVID, they go in the hospital, they're going to be okay, whatever. But seriously, they need to get out in fresh air. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Don't you notice everything is getting on everybody's nerves?
Yeah, this place is becoming like ground zero.
Oh God.
And
It,
the only way it's going to get any better is if people talk it out or just go their separate ways and don't even talk about one another anymore.
but
I've had to delete and block so many people recently
yeah.
because I had to do that for my own sanity or it was going to drive me nuts.
Did you know I'm evil, Sarah?
No, you're not. You're
I
you're a
am.
gem.
I was
No.
blocked because I'm evil and I could cause harm. What?
Oh, mellow one, you don't have a wrench. Oh my gosh. I can't do it right now because I don't have any Wi-Fi and I'm not on my laptop, but is
She's
oh
sitting in
gosh.
McDonald's eating pancakes. Betcha.
You know what? McDonald's has the best hotcakes. I don't care what anyone says. I
I'm
love
kind
those
of
hotcakes.
until I finally tasted. I broke down and tasted their breakfast sandwich. I was very upset
Ooh.
when they removed scrambled eggs and sausage from the menu. I thought I'd never be able to go back there again because for the few times that we've had breakfast or lunch, whatever, from McDonald's, I enjoyed the scrambled eggs. I mean, you get used to what you get used to. Did you block me?
Miss
What?
Lennon, I'm so sorry. I didn't block you. I could
Do you
never
want?
block you.
Okay.
It was an accident, I
It's,
think, Miss Lennon.
I get whacked everywhere it seems, but I can live with that. I don't. Yes. So anyway, this person, I knew they had blocked me. I was shocked and a little hurt, and I thought, what?
Yeah.
Like why? But
And
anyway,
it
I
does
thought,
kind of it does sting a little sometimes when you get blocked by someone you kind of always
no.
like.
I
That
adored
kind of
them.
sucks
I
sometimes.
I adored and adored them.
Mhm.
So they went up on this lady's panel and felt the need to explain specifically, kind of put the knife in and twist it a little bit more, why they
Oh.
block people. That A, because some people are trying to come between a creator, who was a very close friend, and her, and it's not going to continue. So they had to be blocked. And the second, since I never did that, then they're evil people. Living clips of for a bunch of SR clips. What are SR clips? Oh,
I'm not.
sobriety recovery.
Oh, you know what,
Mel,
Melon One? As soon as this live is over, I'll go back in and rinse you up. I'm so sorry. Um,
I have the power to do that, Melon One, but you know what? You're too bossy, and I'm not gonna. I don't really have the power to do it, but it did sound funny. Anyway, so blah blah blah. Blah. The second thing was evil people are make me afraid, and my mental health and my physical health and the health and safety of my family is far too important. So I have to block these. I'm evil. I didn't even know.
no,
So I
no,
kind of mentioned that in another chat. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. And that's part of my problem now. I'm typing in the chats and saying these things. I'm getting truth bombs or bombs. And I said, blah, blah, blah. Somebody blocked me because they, well, you are.
no,
And,
you're
and I
not.
thought,
You're
I
the
said,
sweetest, Mac.
I said, I never, like I said, no, I'm not, like, I'm not being cheeky right now. I never knew that. Well, until I was able to get through that rough, cruel, evil exterior, which that person discussed with me, with us, I could then see there was a little bit of a human in there. And I thought, oh, okay. So
Yeah.
apparently to people, I do come across as evil. I don't,
Well, their perception of you is skewed because you are not evil.
well, I guess I have to work harder then, I'm not coming across. We had snow yesterday, Sarah. We woke up
What?
to snow for the love of Pete. This is June, all right? June
Oh my
11th. There
gosh,
was
you had
snow.
snow?
Snow.
Yesterday it was so humid and hot here. It was like 90 million
You could
degrees
have,
out. Like
oh, yeah,
you couldn't even open
90
the door
million.
without heat coming in radiating.
And you could have had a great short content video by cooking an egg out in your sidewalk, but you didn't do it, did you? You
You know
didn't do
what
it.
I did yesterday? Would you like to know?
You laid on the Chesterfield and had Mr. Sarah fan you all day.
No, yesterday I planted two trees out in my yard.
Really? What kind?
I planted a what is that? It's a pink oh gosh, you asked me too quick. A pink
Cherry?
dogwood. No,
Oh,
the
pretty.
dogwood. I love dogwoods.
Oof, oof.
They are so pretty. And then
Yeah, they
in
are.
the back, I planted a it's a myrtle tree. I can't think of which kind. A crepe myrtle tree. They are beautiful. They have the most beautiful flowers on them.
What color are their flowers?
I have one that's in the back right now and it's purple and it's been there for, oh gosh,
Oh,
years and years and years. And then the one I
wow.
planted on the other side of the yard is going to be pink.
Oh my God, that is so pretty. Do you have
Yes.
like a gated yard?
Yes. Oh gosh, with all these
Oh,
pups, we have to.
yeah, yeah, you would. I never thought, yeah. For a minute there, I forgot where I was. Huh. I'm all over the place on panels saying I'm evil. Just, I think it's fair to give everyone a heads up. Oh my God. But no, it's kind of like maybe I am. And so I really had to take a good look at me a little bit more. Obviously,
Well, I don't think you're evil. I think you are one
it
of the
is.
sweetest people on this platform,
No,
honestly.
no, you are, Sarah.
Oh,
I'm,
no, I can
I'm
say
just a
some
tag
things that
along
are.
with a ragamuffin dog. I'm,
Did you say ragamuffin? My grandma used to call me that.
yeah, my grandmother used to use it too. Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, some phrases just stick right now. Yeah, I mean,
She would look at me and she'd say, "Now, sir, you're a
ragamuffin.
little ragamuffin."
Yeah, yeah, used in many different ways, every context you come up
Yeah.
with. Eric is an ambulance person, right?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I think so. Or is
Oh,
he a
cool.
fireman?
Well, both are pretty fascinating, actually.
Yeah. Now I forget. Then maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. If
No, no,
so, what an
Eric.
amazing job,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Eric. If I
Miss
just leave
Lennon.
to
I love
see,
you.
no wonder. No wonder. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
Yes, mellow one. Yes. And I tried to explain that story to Brandon actually because he didn't know about it. Um now this is the story I always heard was that when when Jesus's crucifix was actually a dogwood tree, and the reason that they are not straight any longer is because, you know, he was crucified on a dogwood.
Well, hold
That they
on a
used
minute.
to be straight. I don't know. That's the story my grandma
Hold
used to
on,
tell
hold
me.
on a minute. We know the a kind of like an approximation of where he had to carry his cross. You know,
Hmm.
would dogwood trees grow there? Just a
That's a
question.
good question. That's a great. I never thought of that.
You know what? That just flew in my mind. I don't know where it came from,
Yeah.
but
Huh.
there could be symbolism, right?
Hmm. Absolutely. Like my grandma told me that when I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and it always
The
stuck with
stuff
me.
that my
So
grandmother
yeah.
told me, although she was sweet, she was a proper little lady. And I mean, she'd take me to teas, but
Oh.
all the granddaughters got to go. So my sister was first. She hated going because you had to wear little white gloves to get all dolled up to these teas at church. So
Hmm.
when it was my turn, I mean,
Hey, Dirk Pickler.
I
Good
was
morning.
ready to pass out, right? Because Nana
Hmm.
put a lot of pressure on you. You had to sit, not say a word. No, I was shyer then, so I wouldn't do that. But yeah, Miss Lennon, you watch it. I
He's
am.
not even.
If it's listen, if it's written on the internet, it must be true.
It has to be true. Well, Lord,
Heard that for
never seen it,
99
Matt.
years. It's fun. So now did you plant the trees yourself or did you have any help?
I did. No, I planted them myself. I left them in their little
Thing.
what's that called? Yeah, I left them outside for a couple days in their little thing. I watered them a little and then I planted them yesterday. And it was so hot. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die of a
How
heat
deep
stroke. It was so hot.
how deep did you have to dig the hole and how wide?
Well, it the directions from where I got the trees said don't dig the hole too deep because you don't want the roots.
The
Something about
spread?
the roots. Yeah. And so I just kind of
Yeah.
I made my own judgment on how deep or not deep. And I didn't go very deep, but yeah. I mean, I
It,
think I did it okay because I planted a magnolia tree a couple years ago and
oh,
it's
they're
growing just fine.
beautiful. What color? They're
Yes.
white, right? And they're kind of like a
This will be a
droopy.
whitish pink.
Oh my
I love the
God.
color pink and purple. So this
Oh, yeah.
this whole yard next spring is gonna be pretty
Oh,
colorful.
pretty. Do you have a lilac tree, Sarah?
No.
They're pretty and they smell so nice. Do they grow there? They must be able to grow there. Lilac trees. We have one
Oh,
and all the lilacs are in bloom right now.
I bet that smells so lovely.
Oh, it smells like lilac.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I,
no, it's so pretty.
that'll be my next tree.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
get
And it's a
I'm gonna get one.
light mauve. Like it's very light. And then there's darker mauve-ish to purple around the tips of it.
Oh.
Very pretty. It's really, yeah, and when you get up close with your camera, hint, hint,
Hmm.
yeah, it's even prettier. See?
When I get done with this live, I'll go take a couple of pictures of the little trees I planted, and then I'll post them on my community post. I think I did a good job. I really do.
Now, did
So
you have to put sticks by them or something to protect them
I
from
have
wind?
those circle wires just so
Right,
we don't
right.
run them over when we're mowing the yard.
Oh my
I put
God.
those
You
there.
don't let your son practice driving in the yard, I hope, do you?
No, but we're gonna do some more driving today.
Oh my God.
He's
Are you gonna do it on camera? No.
No, I don't think we will this time because we're
Probably.
gonna do it in the plat back here, and then I think I'm gonna attempt to take him on the main road this time. So I don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna record that.
Yeah. You might end up with a better video than Shani and her son.
Right.
Did you see that with oh my God.
Oh, I
I
did.
didn't know what happened because man, it looked so much worse than it was. They got a flat tire, right?
Yeah,
Who
they
drives in a
did, yeah.
railroad track?
Yeah, they tried to go over the railroad tracks, and I
But
think
why?
Shanny
What
had to end up going to uh the
the
hospital, I
air?
think.
So, but who drives on the railroad tracks here,
Oh,
really?
they
Do
said that the
you?
GPS told them to go that way. Now, why in the world would the GPS tell them to go?
I'm telling you, that GPS has a headache, man.
Hey,
There's something
Ben.
definitely wrong. Hi, Ben. Proud of you. So, what are your plans for today, ma'am?
Um, Well, I think I'm gonna do more yard work. I'm gonna completely
What's wrong
detach
with
later.
you?
I know, I know.
What
Well,
is
I like
what?
sun. I like getting tan, so
Oh,
it'll be
right, sure.
great.
Why don't you why don't you just do what I did one year? So I don't know, don't listen to every tip you get in the hairdresser, right? Somebody
Hmm.
said, "Oh, go put baby oil on. You have a beautiful tan." Yeah, okay. I'm fair, like blonde hair, blue eyes, blah blah blah. I burnt like a red lobster. My
Oh,
skin then peeled off about 29 layers. Yeah, baby oil, my butt. So do you use a suntanning lotion or an
I
SPF?
don't. I don't. I no. See,
Dangerous woman. Dangerous,
I
dangerous.
I've
Where's your
got kind of an
grandmother when we need
olive.
her?
I've got an olive color skin anyways, so when I go outside, I don't burn. I just get dark real easy.
So you must be getting quite tanned, are you? You don't burn at all?
No, I
It,
never
it,
have burned. Never.
life isn't fair. Life just
Yeah, well,
isn't
my son,
fair.
he's got a lot of Irish in him because of his dad. And so
Go, boy.
this
Yeah.
kid cannot go outside without getting burned.
Now, is he
And every
fair?
time, if it's real sunny out,
Yeah.
he'll start sneezing. He's got
Really?
some kind of allergic reaction to the sun. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Really?
Hmm.
Wow. Or
He's so
maybe
fair
the.
skinned in his eyes. They're
Wow.
like a
Are they
bluish
blue?
green. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
so he's got like almost a shade of hazel, but
Hmm.
predominant eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know
find,
what? He's going to turn 18 in about a week and a half.
well,
I
it's
am.
time. You've got him already promised off for marriage, right?
Oh, no. I want him to stay home forever.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. No, actually, you do and you don't. You're
Yeah.
preparing him for the future. Obviously, if you want him to stay home, you wouldn't be teaching him how to drive, girl.
Oh gosh, I know. And I don't know how to explain it. Let's see. I've been giving him like more responsibilities, and then I've been giving him some more leeway on things he can do just to see, if he
How
can
he
be
does with them,
responsible.
and
Yes,
how is he
and
doing?
he's doing great actually. And
Uh,
it's prepared him because, in a couple weeks, his dad passed away 6 years ago, so there was some
really?
money left for him. Yeah, and
Uh,
I'm scared to death that when he gets this money, he's just going to blow it. And so here I am trying to parent him on what he should do with it and how he should invest it.
Give it
And
to
he's
your mother, dear.
no, I told him, I said, we got a letter from MetLife and they said, well, this money's been growing and for the past whatever years, and we need to get it notarized so the check can be sent out to him. And I'm just sitting here like biting my nails, like, oh my gosh, he's going to get this big lump sum of money. He's going to blow it. But I have faith in him. So I think that he's going to do the responsible
Is
thing.
he finished high school? No,
No, he's got one more year.
one more year.
Yeah,
You
he was
know,
held back, so he's got one more year.
but often that helps him because it
Hmm.
helps him become more prepared. What
Yes.
has he made any decisions or discussed what he might want to do after school? Like
Well,
study
he's
something?
he's in the IT field. He's really good with
Oh,
computers.
wow,
And
that's a field to get into.
yeah, he's in tech school for that right now, and
I bet
he's
he
doing
likes it.
so good.
Wow.
Yes, he loves it. And he loves doing things with computers. So yesterday we had the
Oh,
conversation that when he gets this money, he is going to take a part of the money and build a computer. And I think that's
wow.
a good idea. I think that would be good
Perfect.
for him.
My
Yeah.
gosh, yeah. And he could even have his own little business putting together
Hmm.
computers for people. Like they order what they want, he puts it together and mails it out to them.
You know
Computers
what?
are very easy to ship.
He did that. His one of his gaming systems broke. He took it into school. He
Hmm.
took it apart and cleaned it, and it works better than ever now. And he did the same thing with his cell phone actually. This
Wow.
kid, he's so smart. He can take things apart and put them together, and I'm
And
just
not,
proud of him.
and it works like well, that is a gift. I mean, my husband takes stuff apart, but
Yes, sir.
when he puts it back together, there's like five parts that are still out, and he's saying, "I wonder if that'll really make a difference." Well, the phone won't turn on. Yeah, I guess it makes a difference. But often people just, yeah, is he good at math, Sarah?
Oh gosh. Yes. And I told him,
Hmm.
we got to see his grades not too long ago. He got his report card or whatever they call it in. And he had an A in math, and I said, "You are
Ooh.
definitely not my child."
Did you not like math, your school?
No, I graduated high school with only math one, which is like ninth grade level math.
Well, it's kind of more like it's like academic enough, but
Hmm.
it's basically math. You know, and not everybody needs the math. When I was tutoring like a lot of students, and I knew that they wanted to go in to be a this or a that, or like a pipe fitter or whatever. And I'd say,
Thank you,
you
Dirk.
don't need the academic or the science math. Why are you in the hardest math when you could actually be taking, we call it here, the math one is called general math, but it's just general, all topics, it touches on everything. So they'd move down, they'd have a breeze of a year, grade 12,
Hmm.
and I'd say, but you have to be sure if that is where you want to go, because if not, then you better stay in at least academic math. And,
Hmm.
I'll gladly help them, but millwright, you didn't need to have academic math, so why break your butt for that? I love math.
Oh gosh, I can't do math to save my life. And Daniel, he's doing like algebra and all these things. And
I'm going to give your
when,
son a challenge. Ask him if he's able to understand how to build websites, and I'll tell
oh,
you why. It's very difficult to find people who will A, build them, and B, be around to keep them clean and,
hmm,
and people are charging $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 to build a website that just falls apart in no time
right.
flat. And it's something again he can do completely online, and he can make a nice bit of coin. But now maybe that doesn't interest him. Maybe it does.
Well, he's more interested in the
Putting the
um
components together, like putting
hmm,
computers together.
yeah. Yeah, like the guts of a computer. He can take that apart, put it all together. I have no idea what I'm
Wow,
talking about. I just watch him do it. I
it's
don't know
tough.
like the motherboard and all that. I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
my
He
husband
does. I don't.
is kind of good at that. What kind of? Because sometimes when he puts it back together, it won't work.
Yeah.
It sounds like your son is now
Oh,
can
he's a genius. I'm telling you, the kid is so
God.
unbelievably smart. When we were on the COVID break, I would
Yeah.
watch him do some of his schoolwork, and I'm like, there's no way. I couldn't do it. There's no way. Education has changed so much
Oh yeah.
since I graduated in 1998, and
That
I
long
couldn't do
ago?
it.
Holy
Yeah.
crap! You should go back and do it again, man.
Oh no. No, no.
Go on, just do it.
You know,
Just
Brandon
do it.
and I were talking about that the other day, and we were talking about how his dad was such a genius and he would do these IQ tests like daily. And I've looked at these IQ tests and I'm like, oh no, I don't even want to know what the number would be.
Uh-huh. I'll do one in private with you if we do really well. We will
Right. Okay.
release the tape. Actually, the IQ tests are weird. I mean, I used to administer them every year. However,
Yes, Dirk.
if you're given a test that was written in Canada or France or the UK, you're set to fail it. Like we would have to administer tests that were written in 1947
Uh-huh.
from the United States. Well, hello, half the
Right.
words that were used, like pocketbook. Okay, some people are kind of using that now, but the little kids had no clue. So I'd have to say, okay, before we start, we'll show you how to do the test. Like I'd fill in the question form. Because, if you're off one, you get all the answers wrong. You look really bad there. And second, this is what a pocketbook is. And I'd hold up my purse. And I go, this is a pocketbook. And we're not cheating because you never heard that.
Right.
No, my mom calls that a purse. Or I'd say, what? So, the other teacher get peeved at me. It's like, you're cheating. I go, no, we don't use some words anymore. And it was an American standardized test.
Mm-hmm.
Get Canadian ones that don't cost any different. I mean, might get closer to the language use. Obviously, you guys wouldn't test with Canadian or Icelandic tests or whatever.
Have a great day, Dirk Pickler.
Isn't he sweet?
Yes, I love Dirk. Oh my gosh. Sweetest
Right now,
person.
he's off to do firm tours. He doesn't have a firm, does he?
I don't know.
I'm only joking. No, he said that before. He's such a sweet pickle.
Yeah, Dirk's a gem.
He's our gherkin, right?
Yeah.
I think he's a he. Yes, I think.
I think so. I'm not really sure, but
It doesn't
I love
matter.
him regardless.
Yeah, we're calling him a he, but
Well,
I mean, there could be a she. I saying.
I don't
So,
know.
so you think that he may put a computer together? Well, I think he'd probably love that, wouldn't he?
Oh yes, I'm excited for him. I'm a little nervous still,
Yeah.
because I with that much money, I'm just kind of like, ooh. But I've tried to, teach
Yeah.
him that he should put some of that money in,
Take it and put it
even if,
aside in the bank.
yeah, even if he puts it in a CD and just lets some of it grow, that would be great. And I
Was
don't
he the
know.
only child that his father had?
No, he has a half sister, and
Ah,
yeah, she's 5 years younger than I am, but he and her
ah,
they get along really well.
that's
And
nice.
yeah,
That's really nice.
yeah,
That's
they
important.
went out last weekend and had a really great time. So I'm glad that their bond
He's
is
he's your
good.
baby, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Like, okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
ask a big question. Like, how freaking old are you anyway? Like 60?
Me, no. I am 41.
I'm 90, but like, who's asking?
I'm getting up there. I'm 41. I had my
You are.
daughter.
I
Yeah.
remember those years. My God. And I would be sitting in the car waiting for my husband outside the post office. Now these old ladies would be going up with white hair, and I think, oh my God, will that be me one day? You know, I'd be having a
I'm still
freak
grateful
out.
because I can say I'm proud of this one. I was born in the 80s. I'm so glad. I love the 80s, and people make fun
Yeah,
of me all the time. They're like, "You're old." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I still was born in the 80s."
you're old. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sarah's old. And I'm 3 feet tall. Oh, maybe I am. Who knows?
Mac, I'm getting those gray hairs. I'm telling you.
Did
I
you
am
hear?
getting.
There's two things, two products I can share with you now. There's henna, which is a non-peroxide thing that you can put in your hair, and
Mhm.
those grays will disappear, girl. Or there's like
Oh,
dye with peroxide.
well, I use a lot of hair dye. I'm not going to lie about that. And it's just to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let it grow out. I don't even care
No,
anymore.
no, and you look older. You know, I have to laugh. This is kind of a bit odd. Maybe some people think. My mother-in-law dyed her hair until the last few years of her life, and then it was kind of like on us to do it
Good
right.
morning, Narnie. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mac.
No, no. Uh, Good morning, Narni. Um, so here she was, passed away, and we kind of did like I had one of the caregivers that we had in. I'd cut my mother-in-law's hair. She would trim any spots I missed, and
Oh.
we'd curl it up and everything. And then
Mm-hmm.
her hairdresser said, "Listen, there's these color crayons. Actually, tween type, TWEENTIME. It comes. It looks like a big tube of lipstick. You
Uh-huh.
get the shade that you want, like a brown or whatever. You dip it in a bit of water. Your hair has to be dry, and you kind of just rub it over that spot, and uh, and then you can kind of comb it through, and it works like a freaking charm. It's kind of
Oh,
like a
how
semi-permanent.
interesting.
Yeah, it's semi-permanent, easy to put on. Don't ask me if I use it. The answer might be yes. It's also good for in between like dyeing
You
your
can neither
hair.
confirm nor deny.
Well, yeah, and I mean I'm on some like for years. I mean I've ordered a bunch in, but
Good
they
morning,
have
Tutu
them
Mom.
in a lot of colors. So Amazon.com tween time
Tween
TWEENTIME,
time.
and
Okay.
it's very easy, but you have to dunk it in a bit of warm water. Don't let it sit, because
Uh-huh.
hello, and then it'll kind of wear off, and then you kind of just pat
I'm
it
gonna look that up.
down with the hair, and kind of like get it non-wet, and then
Mm-hmm.
kind of take a comb and comb it through, whatever. That's how my hairdresser did. But we started putting that on her hair because our hairdresser said, like, she was in heart failure. The hairdresser said, once she passes away, you can't dye her hair. You better get some color on her. She's going to have a fit and haunt you. He was so funny, the things he said, but I was kind of concerned about that. I didn't want to be haunted. So we started, and when she passed away, she had kind of like a salt and pepper hair. And I said, oh, Gordy,
Oh.
oh, we failed. We failed.
Oh, no.
But it was kind of pretty. But it got to the point though where I remember walking around with a window one time, to see how she's getting along. And her hair had been dyed, and she used to
Mm-hmm.
dye a beautiful black, but he always made sure there was lots of gray in it, so she wasn't, you know what I mean, completely black at 80
Yeah.
something. But there she was. They had a whole clump of her eyebrows on top of above the
Oh no.
were black dyed as well. But I mean, by the time they used the alcohol and took off the excess and then rubbed it off on the eyebrows, it didn't all stick. So there was gray in it, but it looked
Mm-hmm.
so good. I mean, uh, but try the tween time mode. It's really great.
I'm gonna
And
look that up for sure.
there's a liquid semi-permanent dye that you can get in any drugstore. If you get a toothbrush and pour a
Mm-hmm.
little bit in a bowl, then you can put your hairs. Don't use it to brush your teeth afterward. Put the hair part in that semi-permanent, so you're not using peroxide, which is a part kind of damage your hair. And then
Mm-hmm.
any
Yeah, it
gray
dries
hairs,
it
you just
out.
kind of brush it through, let it dry, and then you kind of like brush it or comb it through, and you'd be amazed. That
You,
too will last forever.
I
And as a
haven't. I had listen. I haven't dyed my hair in a while, and I have an actual patch where my bangs used to be that are gray, and I can
okay,
see
girl,
it.
get on that right now.
Huh?
You either buy um, a, a hairpiece that is bags from Amazon for 11
Amazon.
99.
Well, I let my bangs grow out, and I've had it that way for a few years now, but the gray that's coming through, it's only like a patch, which is
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
where my
cool.
grade
That
started.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like one patch.
No, 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 no,
No, I like
no.
my highlights. I can't lie. I like getting unique highlights every now and then, and so
When you put like even these color sticks or that semi-permanent with the no peroxide on your grays,
mhm.
they when everything's said and done, you kind of brush them through. They're always going to be a couple of shades lighter than what they were when they originally were. So you kind of get highlighting going on.
Mhm.
Just you know, just that's what happens. So anyway.
You know, I highlight my own hair sometimes, and oh, hold on, my dogs are going crazy. Can you
They
hear
must
them?
hear my voice. Yeah, I can hear them.
They're Brandon walked through and he let them out in the backyard, so
Oh,
hopefully they're.
Brandon has to start something, doesn't he? Doesn't
I
Brandon
know
realize
every
you're
time.
unalive? Like, Brandon, who is it that there was somebody I was listening to? Don't you realize I'm on a live? I'm doing a live right now? And I'm thinking, that's funny. That's the stuff in my mind that should be clipped. Don't you see I'm on a live? And I'm thinking, you're on a live. And I don't know. Maybe
No,
I
he
just
let them out. I was glad about that, so they won't start screaming and hollering. They're fine.
well, there's truth there.
They get excited when they get to go outside. They love going outside.
Oh my God, you babies. Do you ever take them out in the vehicle? No, I guess only if it's a vet, right?
Actually, you know what? Speaking of taking them outside, you're going to think these poor dogs are so spoiled. We go
No.
on walks. We take walks, and so every night we'll pick a different dog to go on a walk with us. And
Uh-huh.
on Amazon, I bought this little pouch. It's like one of those that
Uh-huh.
like a I don't know
A
how to
baby,
explain it.
a baby
Yeah.
holder thing, yeah,
Yeah.
for
And
dogs.
for dogs, and I put my
Uh-huh.
little dogs in there and we go take a walk. They're so
Yeah, we
spoiled.
had one for Donnie when he was
Good
really
morning,
little
Joanne.
because it was easier for me to carry him out
Mhm.
that way. But I mean, it wasn't long before he'd get out of that and crawl up my shoulder and get up my. I mean, it got dangerous really quick. So I thought, yeah,
Oh,
he can walk out, on his own pretty much. But
yeah.
yours stayed little.
Yeah, they're so tiny. I don't even put collars on them or anything cuz they don't.
No?
No. No. They're my babies. They're not pets.
Have you ever tried the little suits on them? Or no?
Yes, I put little
They
outfits
were.
on them all the time.
No, I mean, they're like a harness, but they're like a
Oh,
suit that's not around the neck. It's kind of
no.
like more around the body.
Now, I did with my bigger dogs. When I had boxers, I did. But not with my little babies. There's no way for them to get out from the backyard, and whenever we take them to the front, I'm always carrying them. I don't know.
Well, like the only
They're
way, what about
baby. They're
three or
very
four pounds
spoiled.
each? Do they only weigh about 3 or 4 pounds
Yep.
each?
Yeah. The
Ah,
biggest one I think is probably 5 pounds. So yeah, they're real tiny. They're itty bitty.
and they're full grown now. Like none of
Mm-hmm.
those are little puppies, right?
Yeah, no
Holy
more
crap!
puppies. No, because I'll keep them. We
I
can't.
know. Sarah Dogs, change your name now, Sarah Dogs.
Yeah.
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 Get a bunch of cats, throw them into the mix. You don't have any cats, right?
No, I love cats, but we just don't have any. We have so many animals and it's so hard to
Good
keep
enough.
up, you
Why
know,
don't you
and
get a
keep things
monkey?
clean and
Why don't you get a monkey, right?
huh? Oh, I'd love to have one.
I bet you would. Brandon, get on this line right now. We have a problem. Oh,
I'm serious. If I could
my
take in
God.
every kind of animal, I would. It'd be called
Oh,
Sarah's Ark.
work. Yeah, but you have to have two of everyone, remember?
Oh, I'd do it. I swear. You
I
know,
know.
this place already looks Amazonian because there's plants everywhere. So it'd work out
Yeah,
great.
that would be, yeah. Now, monkeys are, but now in your state, are you allowed to have monkeys? Because some states you are, right?
You know, I'm not sure. I know that Ohio used to be able to have exotic animals,
Hmm.
but I think there was a problem some years back,
With a
and
monkey? Just what,
not a
slinging food?
monkey, not a monkey, but with lions and some bears, they all
You
got out. And I think that was in
really?
Williamsburg, Ohio. Well, anyhow, they had to shoot the animals because, you
Oh
know, they got
my
out.
God.
And I think Ohio changed their laws when it comes to
Wow.
exotic animals, and monkeys fall into the
Well, they're
category of
exotic,
exotic
yeah.
animals. Yeah.
Well, I mean, monkeys would be great, but the first time a monkey slung its poo
Yeah,
at me, I
Narnie.
think you'd have an issue.
Oh, I,
Wouldn't you? I
yeah.
mean, your dogs don't throw poo at you, but a monkey will.
Yeah, they do. And I've heard that. I'm not, but I
Like
think if
that,
you,
that would bother me.
yeah, it would me too. I don't think I could handle that.
Yeah, that'd be the line right there. And then when they came and tried to pick fleas or body lice off you,
Hmm.
that'd kind of bother me too. I'm like, come on.
I'm
But
still kind of prissy sometimes. Like if the dogs go potty in the house or something, I'll tell
yeah,
Brandon to go clean it up.
yeah. Well, I mean, we take turns at that, and I don't mind. But and usually like he goes outside, but oh my God. But yeah, when he does and stuff, it's kind of like, yeah, okay. Ugh. But it's got to be clean, so whoever's home cleans it. So,
Now,
but I also got where you were coming from when it first came up. I mean, I don't know what it's like to walk in your shoes,
hmm,
and I can't imagine if I get triggered and upset by just sometimes it's the most mellow channel, and the creator's mellow, but somebody is just piss them off and they get off the rant and they go on a rant and I'm thinking, oh my God.
well, and yeah, you know, I don't know what's going on with
Yeah,
Robbie
me
in
either.
his personal life, and I haven't watched him lately. And if he is struggling, and if there was anything I could do to help, I would do it. You know, I'd love to talk to him, and I do not think that he deserves to be off of YouTube like Corey was saying. We all have the right to be on here. And who am I to judge Robbie for the struggles he's going through?
Yeah, well, we
And
don't know the whole.
right. Um I
And
think
I know
maybe
his
he's
work
saying
was
some things
complicated.
out of anger because maybe he is struggling with some
Yeah,
personal things, and sometimes we like to project. And
maybe I should go back and like read up and because I do remember
that for him.
the mellow lives. It's just I
Yeah.
that I how sometimes you get all gung ho and you sub to like way too many channels. Well, that's
Mhm.
where I was at one point, over 200, and I thought, okay, yeah,
Mac,
yeah,
I have let so many channels go because if I don't see it, that's the better off I am. And
yeah.
so I think I have to
Well,
unsubscribe from a few more, obviously,
it's
but
it's funny you mention that. Do you know that one person unsubscribed from me, and I've had it. Look,
oh
it's
no.
been stuck in my craw.
Hmm.
I'm only joking. Like really, one person. I did pretty good.
Well, I mean, you know,
Bless their hearts. They heard of evil and they just needed to get away from my. I need to get a collar or what looks like a collar, you know?
Narnie, you're absolutely right. You know, she thinks that calling me these names is going to like really affect me. It doesn't affect me. I wanted to talk it out with her today. I wanted her to come over here so we could either coexist or whatever, cuz this has been going on for years, and I'm not going to let her what's the word? I'm not going to let her get under my skin to the point where I'm going to come on here screaming and yelling. It's not going to happen. I just wanted to confront her and see why she hates me so bad and why she keeps bringing me up all the time. And, she has this vendetta against people that have had addictions, right? So I think that's the only reason she absolutely hates me. And so, therefore, she's going to classify me and Robbie as the same. Robbie's his own person. Just because we have an addiction does not make us the same.
No, you're different for different reasons. And the thing is,
Yeah.
there's also the part of where people who may have been using at one time
Mhm.
enter sobriety and maybe they fall off the truck the odd time, but they get back on and they're not the
Mhm.
person that they were when they're using. The whole goal of entering sobriety is to stay sober, and that may go
Amen.
for the rest of your life, or you may have little glitches. So, and if that's the case, then that's kind of like a pretty wide berth. I mean, pretty wide swipe there.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else.
You know, Robbie and I can relate because we're both in recovery. Now, my heart goes out to Robbie if he is struggling at the moment.
I
If
hope
there
he
was
does
anything
read.
I could do to help him, I would. I just wish people would leave him alone and stop calling him names. And because if he is going through a relapse, this is not the time to
Yeah, the public.
analyze him.
Yeah.
It's just not. And people are cruel and they love to see how far they can push someone. And I'd hate for something bad to happen to anybody on this platform, struggling with addiction or not. Just quit going at people so hard, If they're struggling, leave them alone.
You
Don't
know what I've
watch.
always noticed and admired about Robbie, the point where sometimes that's all I could look at? His teeth are so white.
Oh, yes. He has beautiful teeth.
I know. What does he use?
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, on Amazon, I bought
Okay.
that charcoal toothpaste, and it actually does whiten your teeth.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But his are glow in the dark white. I mean, they are
Oh,
impressive. I've never
yeah.
seen teeth like that. Wow. So
I'd love to have really white teeth.
what else are you planting today?
Um, well, I'm just going to plant like little flowers around the yard, hopefully. I still have to go to the Knollwood and get some, but that's my goal. I want to go and get some little flowers, and I need to get some mulch. And
You're gonna plant any shrubs? Like,
yeah, actually I did. I don't know if I still have the little card. I planted a couple of them yesterday, and I forget what they were now. They were exotic, and I can't remember what they were
oh
called.
yeah, exotic will grow well there. I'm
Mm-hmm.
only being, I'm just being sassy. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It was the evil in me. You should
I
call
can't
me
find
evil,
the little
Mac.
card. You are not evil, Mac. You
I am.
hush.
I am.
No, you're not.
Somebody says so in here. No, I'm not actually. I'm kind of like, how you might walk around in shock. It's like, wow, maybe other people do see somebody that way. And I think sometimes, even with, like, say, between you and Corey, do people sometimes misread other people?
Oh, absolutely. Good
You
morning,
know,
Gone Girl and Cat Kinsey. Good morning, beautiful ladies.
maybe some people are reading, or have we all run out of a lot of patience to take the time to, get to know what a
Right.
person is all about. I mean, I see, and of course, there's sides. One side says, well, they're all evil. And the other
And
says,
that's
well,
not
no,
the
they're
case
all
because
evil.
there's some great
No.
people on both sides.
And I kind of still hold out to the thought that everybody has redeeming qualities and
Mm-hmm.
everybody has intrinsic value. I'm sorry. That's my statement.
Good morning, German
Hi,
lady. How are
German
you this
lady.
morning, lovely?
Can I ask you a
I
question,
love German lady.
Sarah? Does
Yes.
German lady live in Germany?
She's going to enter the building.
Does German lady live in Germany?
Now you're too low. I can't hear you.
Does German lady, I don't want her to hear me. Does German lady live in Germany?
That's a great question. I mean,
Thank you.
hearing her accent, it
It's
kind
a
of sounds
lovely
like she
accent.
does.
Our
I
neighbors
love her
have
accent.
a
Yes.
German, an East German accent.
Huh.
And we have to listen very closely to understand, but their English is getting better every time, they talk.
Hmm.
But of course, they in their home when they're alone, they speak German.
I would love to hear German ladies speak German. Oh my gosh.
Yes, would you invite her up? I can go on mute. And why don't you
Well,
invite her
actually,
up, Sarah?
I'll invite her up. Yeah, sure. If she'd like to come up, I'd love to hear her say my name in German. I think that'd be cool. German lady, will
Wouldn't
you
it be
come up real
serendipity?
quick?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
your name and oh, well, you want to hear the accent on it? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is German lady coming up, Sarah? You can't hear me again, can you?
No, I mean, I can.
Is German
You're
lady
so
coming
low.
up? What? I can't hear you.
You are speaking so
I
low.
heard that. Is German lady, are you coming up? It would be lovely to hear you speak in German. Maybe she needs a link. Oh, there's a link. Yes. Where Germans invaded the
There
street
was
and
a
I
stream
taught
on
German
F.
to God for a while pen. Well,
Oh, that
come
is
up,
so cool. I missed
German
that.
lady, please. Get up here right now. Call her out. Call her out. That'll get her up here. Come on. There, no talk to you.
Oh, she can't. She said maybe in 30 minutes. Yeah, I probably won't be on in 30 minutes. I've got to get things started for the
German
day. It's the
lady, just
weekend.
listen.
Yeah. Good morning, Bay Beauty.
You shouldn't have a life when you're on YouTube. Come on. Come
Well,
on.
see, the weekends, I'm a little OCD, so I do certain
I think you are.
objects like or objects. Gosh, I do certain things like on the weekends and then throughout the week, and it's got to be on a certain time that I do it.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God, you
weird.
sound like my husband. I bet you have a list and you have
Yeah,
vitamins.
I do.
You do, don't you? Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what, the day I ever make a list of stuff I have to do, just shoot me. Put me in the home. Whatever you need to do because I am so well. He's a major type A. I'm a type A and a
Yeah.
type D body, but oh my God, a list.
Oh,
That's it. Okay, I'll come up.
German lady's coming up.
Yay! I'll mute. Huh.
I want to hear her say my name in German. I think that would be great. I don't think I've ever heard it.
So she lives in Germany then.
Yeah, I think so.
She
I
speaks
do.
great English. I bet you. I'm going to lay a bet. I bet you she's from West Germany. Just, just a guess.
Huh.
I could be wrong.
Hello,
Good morning.
everybody.
Yay!
Good morning, Americans
How are
and
you this morning,
Canadians.
German lady?
Hello, German lady. Do you live in Germany?
Yes,
I know that's maybe a stupid question because we have a
I
lot.
have a video where I am in Germany.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
see,
Mm,
I guess
Was
I
that
have to
when you
go
was
in
out
south
shopping?
for
I
sure.
think I seen that
yes,
one.
I mean south.
Yep.
I just back up Germany. Like for a while there, I didn't like. I watched. You didn't have a lot of videos up, but now I have to call and have a look.
yeah. I don't really. Yeah, I should go live, but I always find excuses not to go live. Yeah,
Oh, I'd love for you to go live more. I remember when you used to go live a lot back in the day. You need to do that again.
yeah.
Where
I probably will.
where we
But
live,
Yay.
German lady, we have families from East Germany later, or more
mm,
recent, and West Germany, and there's such a
Oh,
difference in their German. Am I wrong on that?
yeah, we stick our noses everywhere. You find us everywhere in every country.
yeah. That's like accents here in the U.S. You can
Yeah.
tell. You can tell where people
Oh,
are
you
from
have
by their
you have
accent.
like whole what is it called? Like city districts, like German. Like I heard, like there's Germantown, there's
Hmm.
Yeah.
there's like in I think Milwaukee or something is like a big German community or something. Yeah,
We have one not far from us. It's Germantown.
yeah.
So
And
Sarah had a question.
Can you say my name in German?
Sarah.
Oh, now that's it.
I'm staring at you, Sarah.
I was
I can,
expecting something.
Ah!
there was I'm not sure how much, I'm not even sure if it's still up, but a couple of months ago, I think 4 months or so, or maybe I think it was last year, end of the last
Hey,
year,
Ems.
there was one stream, and all of a sudden on FODs,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of Germans came into the chat because someone was stream sniping, and so a bunch of Germans came into the chat, and one or two came up on the panel, and me and one guy were talking German for like an hour or so, and FOD fell asleep on stream.
I hope that's still up. I got to go find it. I love like different countries. I love their accents.
Yeah.
I love that.
Now,
It's just fascinating.
German, it's odd, but I found that the German families from West Germany that moved to Canada, they knew a lot of English before they came. And you don't really hear a thick accent, but the German families from East Germany that came, they
Oh,
have a thicker
yes.
accent.
We have like 16, like what you have, like states, like we call it a little bit different, but it's kind of states too. We have 16, and we have like whole different accents. Like I'm originally from the south of Germany, and
Ah,
the east have like the weirdest accent, like
yeah, it's hard to make them out.
and plus if they went to school before the wall was
Yeah.
tore down between
Hmm.
west and east, they
Yep.
don't have English in school. Me growing up, we had English in school.
I thought that. They
Mhm.
wanted me to tutor their kids, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the kids caught on to the English pretty quick, but I said, well, no, just learn. First, he said learn French. I said, okay, I'm pretty good at that, but and then learn. And I looked at him and I said, and at that time, I was tutoring like about 60 kids in math.
Mhm.
And I'm
Oh,
thinking, and where am I going to get the time to learn another language? He wanted me to learn Russian. And I said, why? He said, this is a guy from East Germany. Well, because we also speak Russian. I'm thinking,
Yes,
okay, good for you. But
they learned Russian. They learned Russian. Yeah.
yeah, they knew a lot of Russian.
learning
There is.
Spanish is big here in the States. I wish I could learn different languages. I wish I'd paid attention in school and took those classes. Oh gosh.
Yeah, but many Germans, like even though we have it in school, like
Hmm.
80%, I would say, if they're not speaking like regularly, their accents, like uh, they
Yeah,
speak
they're.
horrible English, like
Yeah,
really horrible English. Like if you would hear me like 2 or 3 years ago, when I wasn't really regularly on the
yeah,
English
you
side of
do.
YouTube, my English wasn't that good. Like it became good because I almost
Wow.
daily use it. So of course it's different, but
It's improving, yeah. And I mean, you've got a perfect command. Do you also speak French? I mean, I'm not trying to get nosy, but I might as well ask. Or
I can
Latin?
I can French is good, but the language is not it's not good. Yeah.
Yeah. And
You
there's a
have to
couple of other languages that are easy once you speak German and
yeah.
English.
Mellow one. Have a
Yeah.
great day,
No,
darling.
French is hard. It depends on what school you go on.
Yeah.
The upper schools, you can choose between um, French and Spain, like
Oh,
French and Spanish, and in Spanish. But I was in the middle. Like we have like the school
yeah.
system in Germany. We have like three. It's like Hauptschule, Realschule, and Gymnasium. Like it's like three. And if you had the three, you can go and study
Wow.
like college. We don't have like college. It's called university. Like we have kind. But if you we have like three systems, and I was in the middle one, so I had English. But if you had the three, was in the third, then you can choose between Spain and Spanish and French.
It's so interesting to, you know what I mean. And of course, our world is becoming much smaller, I find. And
Mhm.
you know, I mean, I guess it was kind of silly for me to say you live in Germany, but so many people have moved to Germany in
Mhm.
the last couple of decades, anyway. And
I hear
you know,
Germany is beautiful too.
yeah,
Yeah,
apparently,
Oh,
yeah, it is. And I moved in 2019. No, yeah, mid 2019. I moved in a bigger city. I come from southern Germany, usually originally from a little village, but I moved to Cologne, which is one of the biggest cities. Biggest
wow.
cities in Germany. So here, actually, we have tourism and stuff. And from time to time, if I go to the city, there's like English speaking people, and it really helps for me. Like,
oh, I
Right.
but
bet.
Yeah.
usually, like 90%, 95%, I only speak like German in my real life. Like I live like a double life. Like the internet life is almost complete English, and the
Right.
real life is German. Yeah.
Double life.
I
But
find people that are bilingual like completely
oh,
fascinating. You know,
yeah,
because
me
there's no
too.
way I could do it if it saved my life.
You could, Sarah. You could.
Oh, I
You
don't
could.
know.
I know all the swear words in Gaelic. My legacy, she could swear Gaelic. Yeah,
That's what everyone learns the first. Yes, it's the
I know,
culture.
right? And then I know some in French. Not as many as I should. I've
Merde,
forgotten some.
merde, merde.
Huh? She
Yeah.
just swore.
Oh,
Putain,
Ems,
putain.
that is so sweet. You have a great day too. And happy birthday to
80th
your
birthday for
grandma.
your grandma. Ah,
Oh,
that's great.
that's so
80.
sweet.
Bless her heart. Yeah. Wrap a gift up and put our name on it, please. Ems, thanks. You know, pushing her way in there, right? Something nice, Ems. Something nice. Perfume, thanks.
Oh, speaking of perfume, I smelled my grandma the other day, and she used to love to wear that Trésor and from
Mhm.
Lancome, and
Do you get
I found it in my dresser the other day, and I was like, wow, I still have it.
you
I
got?
was just
Okay, so it's a bottle of it. Do you ever?
yes.
This may be an odd question, and you can kick me off. Okay, I'm just giving a reason to kick me off, but my dad only ever wore Old Spice,
Oh, yeah.
aftershave, and my mother-in-law only ever wore Chantilly perfume. And the
Oh,
odd time, it's like when I miss my dad a lot, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I smell Old Spice, and I'm
yeah.
thinking, okay, there's no Old Spice in this house, but I'm smelling it. As
Isn't that amazing how our minds can do that?
it's
Mhm.
real, the smell. Now, my husband can't
Mm-hmm.
smell it, and he thinks I'm a baked nut, but I can smell it.
No, you're not. No, not you're not a nut. Not at all. No, I have actually meditated once before, and I was looking at this tree, and I couldn't figure out what kind of tree it was, and I heard my grandfather tell me that in my mind, and I'm like, whoa, because there's no way I would have known that.
Have you ever taken pictures and, when you had, well, back in the day, because those are the better ones, we'll have to start using those cameras. When they're developed, there's orbs in them, those
Yes.
circles.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how you jump sideways there on that one. No, I could smell my mother-in-law's perfume this morning. It was just like out of the blue. Chantilly has kind of like really distinct smell, and I thought
Sweet little
I was thinking
synchronicities.
about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, mm.
What is the name? What is the name again of that perfume?
Chantilly.
Oh, okay, okay, I know that one.
Yeah, and it's a love. It's a very distinct smell. Um, and I mean, Old Spice is a strong smell, kind of.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's sense memories. That's true. They're lovely. Yeah, really. I'll be missing them, and then maybe it's the next
Mm-hmm.
day or whatever, and then boom.
My
It's
favorite,
there.
my favorite perfume cologne for men are is Yop Homme. The
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
it's we say it Joop, but it's Joop, like
Oh,
J
okay.
Jay?
Yeah,
O
yeah, yeah.
O
Yeah.
P.
Yeah.
It's like a purple pink kind of bottle, and
I'm definitely
I
familiar. Yep.
it's pretty popular actually. But even like in the 90s, my mother's husband at the time, he used to wear it, and when we were younger, like we don't wear perfume, so I went in his uh, bag, like where his shaving stuff and perfume and shit, and then I could always put like the perfume on my hand and stuff, because I really liked that one.
Is it,
And I liked Jill Sander's son when I was younger, like when I was younger, but I don't know, I don't like it anymore.
Does anybody remember back in the 90s the perfume called Charlie?
yeah.
Yeah.
I used a whole
I used to
bottle
wear
of
that stuff.
on myself, just about.
Hmm.
I mean, actually, it spilled on me, and you can't wash that stuff off that quickly.
Oh,
Has to evaporate for weeks.
I'm totally into this Coco Chanel number 5. I love that smell.
I buy that for my sister, and she
I
uses it
have
only when it expires, for God's sakes.
Oh,
I have Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I have that one. I like to
oh, I
wear it in
love
the
that
summer.
smell. It's so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yep.
Uh,
um, I like Chantel. It's odd. My mother and I both used to use the Chantel perfume, but when she passed away, I said to my husband, "Never get me any more." And he just thought I was kind of weird, right? I probably was wondering why did I marry her. But anyway, he stuck with
Oh,
that. Yeah, but
no.
not like he's getting rid of this bag of bones. I'm not going.
Mac, I love you.
Are you guys still locked down, German lady?
n- um, n- Not. We still. I mean, in stores we have to wear masks, and when we like enclosed, like we have to wear masks, but on the streets not really, and don't have any curfew anymore. So it's pretty much the stores are
Starting to live.
open normally.
Yeah.
It's pretty much back to normal.
We're
That's
lifting. We've been locked down for 14 months, and I listen. I've never drank in my life. Never. I almost started drinking. It was really getting to me.
Oh, no.
I
But
was.
it's still
Oh
like
my
if
god.
you go on vacation, like you have to like
Yeah,
testing, and if you come
testing.
back, and like it would be stressful to go on vacation right now.
Now, German lady and Sarah. I don't know if you follow the G7 summit at all, but yesterday the Queen was there. Officiating, and a cake had to be cut. Did anybody see the
Oh, I
video?
did. She cut it with the
A
sword.
sword. I died.
Yeah.
And she was pressing into the darn sword with her hand, and they were having a fit. Camilla was about ready to lose her wig. I died laughing. The Queen was looking. I think the Queen gets
How
up
old is she? She must be almost 90.
96.
Yeah, I think
96.
she is 90. Oh, really?
Oh my
96.
God. Yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh. And
Oh,
they
wow.
celebrated his 100th birthday a couple of days ago, but I died. And I mean, Kate Middleton didn't know where to look, what to say. Camilla was ready to grab the sword from her hands, which wouldn't have been a smart move. And then she couldn't cut the second cut. And then somebody looked at her and said, "They have to serve it." And she said, "I don't think so." Really, dude? I'm the queen. I don't serve cake. You can do that. But anyway, the cutting, I died.
Yeah. I could eat cake all day. Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah. And it looked like good cake. It was the royal bakers who made it, so I'm sure it was good. Uh,
There's an old song quote, and from a group called Hole, and the quote
Mm.
is, "I want to be the girl with the most cake." I
That's
love
Courtney
cake.
Love, right? That's Courtney
Yes.
Love.
Yep.
Yeah. She's crazy.
She
I
is
like her.
very much so.
hmm. Now, do
She's crazy
you
with a lot of
do
money.
you go on vacations or like do you go to the beach? Are there many beaches there,
We
Germany?
have beaches. We have beaches here. We have many like parks, like
Yeah.
uh, swimming parks. We have actually we have lots of lakes where people can
Ah,
we have lots of
yeah.
stuff, and we have lots of nudity stuff
I
too.
knew it. I was, that's where I was headed, but you've answered it for me. I have to tell you guys a funny story. I don't know if anybody watches Survivor. Do you watch it, Sarah? Or
No, I
Germany? Do you watch it? But okay, Survivor is a reality TV show.
Hmm.
Not much you need to say about that. But the first season was on. This guy from the States won it. It's an American show. Okay. So he arrives up at our neck of the woods, right? And the whole time he was on Survivor, and he actually, it was a good winner, I thought, first season. Um, he used to be nude, swimming and catching
oh
fish and stuff, and nobody wanted to see that crap, so they didn't show it, thank God. Sometimes there'd be an ass shot, but not much, and then they put, a square on it because nobody wanted to see it. But of course, he had to show it. Anyway, so he arrives up here and he buys a bunch of properties, and
have a great day, Joanne.
what? Oh, yeah, have a good day, Joanne. So there's an area that they bought a house in, and it's by what's called the North River. So it's a river, and it comes from the north. They weren't very good at naming rivers back in the day. Anyway, it only goes up to about the top of your legs. And this guy apparently is walking around nude. I knew that Richard Hatch was coming up and apparently buying properties, but I didn't know he bought one so close to us. So all these
Oh,
Presbyterian ladies live on this strip of road where he and his boyfriend
oh no.
bought this house. He gets in the North River and goes nude. Well, I guess they
Oh
all
my
got on the phone
gosh.
at the same time and called the cops because seriously, it was Sunday friggin' afternoon, and it wouldn't matter what day of the week it was. But I mean, and that made the front page of the paper, and they had pictures with all kinds of blocks over there. Oh my God, what a nutcake! I mean, really? Okay, that was kind of a story that would sour sideways. But anyway, yeah, well, actually, we have his properties. He abandoned them. He couldn't pay the taxes. Have a great
Oh,
day, Joanne. Yeah, he lost.
taxes. I hate taxes.
He bought the
Oh
old
my
post
gosh, I
office in
hate
the town.
taxes.
Like, why would somebody buy an old, unused post office? For what reason? It was cheap. Maybe that was it. But I guess he thought when you buy it, you don't have to pay taxes. Maybe.
Oh, well, see, here's my thing.
Eh?
America, we're home of the free, land of the brave, blah blah blah,
And land
right?
and no taxes, right? Must be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we pay property tax is insane.
Yeah. Right. No. No taxes. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah. He went to jail for tax evasion from the states.
Ooh.
I think he went to prison there. They
Oh gosh.
came and nabbed him out of the North River, put some clothes on him, and took him back to the states. But I mean, he was kind of out there in left field. I don't know. Why did I tell that story? I think it was Germany's fault because she was talking about nude bathing, and of course Richard Hatch came to mind. And
But
you
the
know
thing is
what?
this,
There's
if,
like
if
four
you are looking
Presbyterian.
if you are looking for like nude hot guys or so, you will not find. I'm
No, no,
telling you, all you find is like the nuts hanging in down
it's not
to the
pretty,
knee
and it
area,
shrinks.
and
It,
it's not it's
yeah, it all shrinks up in the water, right? We know that from Seinfeld, right?
Well, it
It's bigger
shrivels.
than that. I was in the pool. There's shrinkage. Yeah, George had a fit over that one. Sure, George.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like, it's mostly older people in these, but it's okay. But sometimes even in these swimming parks, like
Friggin'
sometimes
exhibitionist.
people are topless, sun tanning and stuff. No one
Mm-hmm.
really cares, you know.
Yeah, my husband would like fire clothes back on me and put a bag over my head and throw me in the car if I pulled back.
Yeah,
There's nude beaches here in the States. I just don't know where. I've never really been, but
Oh,
I do
you
know there's nude beaches
heard
here.
that right, German lady? You know she knows where. The fact that she knows
yeah.
where, it's right there. It's all in. Yeah. Sure, Sarah. Okay. What's the name of them?
I
We
don't
don't
know.
have any.
I'll
And you
plead the
know what?
fifth.
There are four Presbyterian ladies who died blind. They looked at him and they lost their vision. See?
How
I
would
mean,
you
like,
have? How
what?
could you have beach over there in Canada when you don't even have sun? Like,
Yeah, didn't
What?
you say it was just snowing?
Yeah,
Could you
Yes, it
imagine
did.
snow
It
in
did.
impression
It
of
did.
Canada is like snowing like
It did snow
down
yesterday. There's snow,
something.
but you know what? It's gone now. But we are surrounded. Like we're on a chain of 7 islands connected to the mainland of Nova Scotia, and we're
Oh.
completely surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. And
Mm-hmm.
it's warm enough and tolerable enough to sleep, to swim comfortably in the beaches um, in August. But it's more refreshing to swim the beaches in July because the Arctic ice is, the ice floes are coming down. It
Oh
keeps the
yeah.
water cool. So, I didn't ever get that hot. But yeah, no, we're tough. We're tough. Like, look,
Mm.
it's summer. You make the most of it. Get in there and freeze. I mean,
How
swim.
often do you get to see the northern lights?
Here, never.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Oh.
we are high, but it's odd. We're actually higher in on the map, like above the equator, than the area where we lived out west, and we could see those when we were driving back from Edmonton
Oh,
all the time.
that's my dream to one day get to
Beautiful. Oh
see
my
that.
God. And when you see it, you kind of go, oh my God, I'd love to be even closer, like Alaska
Oh,
or somewhere.
yeah.
But of course, they don't turn off all night. That's the problem. You get the strobe things going on. But
It's such
they're
a fascinating phenomenon. And, I've watched videos of it and I've always wanted to see that in person. That would
you
be
know,
fascinating.
you do realize, though, along with the earth is flat, it's a
Oh, yeah,
phenomenon
right.
and it's a hologram. It's not real.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies about that.
Yeah, the earth
Yeah,
is
I
flat.
was. I kind of still am in a Discord, in a flat Earth Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really active there, but from time to time I peek in the voice
Hey,
chat, and
Evelyn, good morning.
it's going down in these voice chats in these flat Earth servers.
Like flat earth, oh, come on,
Yeah,
Like Marco
There's
Polo was the
actually a
last
lot
one
of
to
good
believe that.
people that are in the flat earth community. I'm friends
Well,
with a few of them. I don't believe everything
you're
that they
friends
say,
with
but
them?
yeah, actually,
Okay,
I'm
okay. That's all I need to
not a
know.
flat earther, but some of their logic is fascinating, really. I mean,
But I mean, I guess the only argument I have, it's simple really. How would we be able to rotate around the sun if we were flat? You can only rotate
right.
and revolve, if you're round. That's it.
I think that they
Gravitational
think that
pull.
the earth is
Mm.
stationary and that it's
Yeah, but
flat.
they must think we're like a disc and we spin around. Of
I
course,
think that they think it's the sun and the moon that
no,
rotates instead of the
no,
earth.
but it doesn't go around us. We go around it because we're
Right.
planets. The gravity
but
pull
at
and
the
all that
same
stuff.
time they it's like, I don't know, it's almost paranoid to me, because they
Yeah.
they think the government is telling them all false infos, like the moon landing is fake,
It's not.
the pictures from outer space are like fake, and I'm like,
They're
Hmm.
not.
mm,
I mean, my God, and the one that is really, I really got up my butt for a while, and I was laughing my head off. Don't take the
mm,
VACCINE. I'm spelling it because you can get
mm,
your live shut down, even if you mention it. Because they put microchip in it. Oh, come on, really? And how would they
yeah.
be able to identify if they take a number of shots or one bottle? How would they know which microchip went in who? But there's no microchips in people. I mean, come on,
Well, I
really?
was listening on a panel the other day, like in
Uh,
a whole different community, like people like arguing and yelling at each other over this VACC thing, and it's crazy. Like, people are so passionate about something. I don't care.
and
I don't
that's
think
why,
that. I mean,
yeah.
if someone would force me, I would take it, because I haven't heard anyone dying of it or something. But I would probably take it. But I don't know. I haven't had the virus.
Your age group worldwide, you both, is the age group that is refusing to take the vaccine
Mhm.
I'm scared to take the
worldwide.
vaccine. I've seen
Yep,
so many people get sick from it,
yep.
and
Yeah, I
it
heard
scares me.
too. I mean, if they would force me, I would take it. I
Hmm.
don't want to take
Well,
it,
I'm
but
going to get in touch with Angela Merkel right away. Angela Merkel at Germany.com, right? That'll get there, right?
We can't get, for some reason we can't get rid of that woman. I don't know.
There's
Well,
even conspiracies about Angela Merkel saying that she's Hitler's daughter or granddaughter or
oh,
something.
come on.
There's
Yeah, oh
so
my
many
No,
God.
I
conspiracies
don't
out
believe
there.
that.
Oh my
She's, I
God.
don't know, people, we here in Germany, we don't want change. Like,
Yeah,
some people want to have change, but the most people, like the conservatives,
yeah.
the older, they don't want change.
No,
Even though
stay the same.
they are whining all day about the politics, they don't really want another person up there. Like, they think
Hey,
They
it's going to be
Smokey, same
worse.
to you.
they've had the election, haven't they? And wasn't it another female who was actually voted in? Or am I wrong? Or is Merkel still there and active?
She's still active.
Okay. Because my husband thought that the other woman in the G7 video was the replacement for Merkel, and I said
Oh, wait,
no.
maybe she had a replacement going there. That could be the
And she was
case.
there too. I mean, come on, for the food and that cake cut by a sword. Who'd miss that? I died. And she whacked that right into the cake. I was, listen, I would not turn my back on the queen. That one is probably a good swordswoman.
I mean, it could have been worse than than her. I mean, like the East Germany is kind of like when people think that Nazi Germany or so, like that's not really the case.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, especially in the East,
Yeah.
there's like still many people in the East that are against like foreigners. They don't want
Yeah.
like people from Turkey or from the
They
Arab.
lived sheltered for so many years, right?
Hmm.
And protected, and I don't know, they thought a certain way because of the influences, you know?
It's the same like with the racist people in America, like the
Yeah.
same arguments, like they take our jobs, uh,
Huh?
Yeah.
this and
Yep.
that. They come here, they get everything. Like it's, I don't know, but I mean, we are a huge immigrant country too. Like
Yeah.
if you go in Cologne, you find like almost you see every nationality walking around. Like when I was in the smaller village in southern, like we had only pretty much we had Turkish, Italian, Greek, and stuff, but rarely you would see like a black person. But in Cologne, you see black people, you see Indian, like
Hmm.
everything. Like it's more
It's
diverse.
more, yeah, it's more worldly or whatever. But like I noticed the East German family that moved here, and he bought a business, so it was easier for him, to move to the country. And the one thing he'd always complain about, you Canadians are lazy people. And I'm looking at him
Oh.
going, first of all, I'm a teacher, dude. And I did the waitress did, and I could probably do it again and do it circles around you because I don't have an attitude like you do. And second of all, you're hiring, you're not paying minimum wage. You're not going to attract the best workers, right?
Mhm.
You're trying to undercut the workers. They're not going to, you're not going to lure the good ones. And I said, really, you did, you just kind of went locally to try and find somebody to work. Anyway, but he had nothing good to say about Canadian work. I said, finally one day, I said, why did you move here? It's cheaper to live. Bless his heart.
Yes, Smoky, Berlin, Cologne, Hamburg, Munich, and I would say Düsseldorf and Frankfurt is probably
Look,
the
he,
biggest.
he
Yeah.
He used to say that like the TV they watched was not monitored, but what was shown was like
Hey,
you
vintage
couldn't
cow. Good
see
morning.
everything, right? Like the news, the world news wasn't just out there. Like you would probably be able to see German lady more in Western Germany, Southern Germany, than
Mhm.
they would because it wasn't monitored, but I guess it was filtered might be the best word. And so their view of the world was a little bit different than yours even would be.
Yeah.
Oh, Smoky P, me too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Berlin has an interesting accent too. Like they have like a whole, yeah. But it's I want to visit Berlin. but living there, I don't know.
Is it
If
expensive to live
I,
there?
in every big city, it's
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
But you find, like, if you it depends. Like, if you wanna live in a quiet, nice place, of course,
Hmm.
or like in a good, quote
Yeah,
unquote, neighborhood,
yeah. That would
it's of
cost.
course it's more pricey. But we have uh
David
like
Hasselhoff,
districts in
Smokey.
every town where it's cheaper too. Like, I I was lucky when I came over here. I have like an old landlord, and he wanted to desperately wanted to when I was on the search. So it is a nice, district of Cologne. It's very quiet. It's green, but it's I don't spend that much compared to if I would live
Yeah, and
Now, do
you
you
live
guys
in a
have to pay
Cologne.
taxes over
Cologne
there?
Cologne overall is expensive.
Do you pay taxes over there, like property tax and things like that, German lady?
Yeah, of course. Me
Damn.
personally,
I'm
I'm
going to
probably
find a
not.
place where property tax is not hackable and I'm going to move there.
No, I pay rent. Like, I pay
Yeah.
rent,
Hmm.
but I don't know what the
but
landlord like. But I'm pretty, like, it's nice to live because like, it's like I said, it's very quiet. It's very green and stuff. And if I want action, like 5 minutes, like 10 minutes, I'm not 10 minutes, like 5 minutes to, like, we have I don't know how to say it. Like, you have the metro in New York, and you have
Yeah.
like kind of like the metro in New York we have all
yeah,
over in Cologne. So 5 minutes from me is like
like
the
a train,
station. Yes,
like
but
your
it's not
train.
a train. It's not a train. It's more like a city, inner city.
Uh,
Uh,
Transportation or
Maybe, wait a minute. I can pull up on Google and maybe screen share. Wait a minute.
cool.
Let me look.
She's gonna Google share. Did you hear that there?
I
Did you
hear
hear
that.
that there?
I'm waiting to push the button.
Sarah's
Yeah, wait.
waiting to push the button. She will rue the
Mm,
day she ever came up here. Bless her heart.
I love German ladies. She's amazing. I always have. I've
She
always had a lot of respect for
she
German ladies. She's
speaks
great.
English better than a lot of English speaking people.
Yeah, she really does.
She does.
Do you have it up?
Okay, here we
Look
go.
at me.
Let's see. Add to stream.
Okay, we
I
have
did it.
like
Oh
yeah,
yeah, okay. It's like a
like,
Euro train, well,
no,
train, like a.
that's like train, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's we have that kind of stuff like all over uh in inner city.
Yeah,
Ah
I
yeah.
can
like New York. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I get it.
This is like Cologne City.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's
Wow, look at that.
beautiful.
Wow.
I actually saw. I try to, like, at least like once a week or so go to the city, and like in front, like when it's dark and it's the lights, the
Oh, you
dome.
should
It's
vlog
called
that.
dome.
Oh
Oh
my God,
gosh.
that's beautiful. You know what's sad though? We often live in places and we forget to enjoy them because we're so
Yeah.
caught up in life. But I mean, that beauty is, well, yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my
Hmm.
gosh.
It is, my God. Well, we have something like that just down the road, mind you. I lie. I'm lying right now. I'm lying. Okay. But I will go to beaches, and it's kind of neat.
Nude
This,
beaches?
oh, here with the Presbyterian women the way they are, I don't think so. That's why it was so strange to have that guy from Survivor. Whoa. Uh, yeah, no, but it's so cool when you're just standing at the edge in at the beach, at, to your ankles, and
Hmm.
you can't see the end of the water. It's just the ocean,
Oh, look at that.
the cold ocean.
This
Ugh.
is where
Look at those
I
beautiful churches or
Mm.
cathedrals, or I don't know what they're called.
Oh. The architecture is different, isn't it?
Hmm.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
and this
had
is
an interest?
Cologne is like famous for like carnival, like
Yeah, what
yeah,
do they call it? Festival in October?
yeah. No, it's in February or March. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
huge in Cologne. Like Cologne is like the biggest city for carnival.
Really?
Like they have like big parades and all kinds of stuff.
What one is in October? Or um, thinking about when what you
Or
call
don't ask me.
um, when that crazy bunch of what's his name went
Thank
to.
you for
Oktoberfest.
sharing that, German lady.
Oktoberfest?
Yeah,
No
that's
problem.
it. Oktoberfest. That's it.
Yeah, that's Munich. That's in Munich.
Okay, so you
I
guys
was
don't.
I was there once, many years ago, because where I used to live, it was like 2 hours from Munich away
Oh,
with car. Yeah, but it's too crowded. Like it's really not that special, but many people want to see it and stuff. Like, but
yeah.
it's really to me, honestly, looking back, it's not that special. But
Now,
for many
Good
people,
morning,
no.
booty wart.
do you find that the food has pretty much stayed the same, or has it kind of westernized, or do you still have a lot of streusel and a lot of German foods?
No, we have still German food, but we have lots of influence from Turkey, like
Hmm.
where you have like Wendy's,
Yeah.
or what do you have like
McDonald's,
Popeyes
Taco
or
Bell.
Yeah.
yes, we have lots of like Turkish imbiss or
Hmm.
pizza places. Of course we have Burger King and McDonald's too, but we
Huh.
have like especially like Turkish. We have almost like
Oh gosh, I bet that's
every
so
fucking
good.
city has like at least like three to five like it's called döner.
Hmm.
Ah.
It's like a kebab, like it's like a kebab bread, and it's like gyros, like the Greek gyros.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but it's
yeah.
Turkish, the Turkish version, and they put it in the bread, and they put
Oh,
like
kebab? No, not
like
kebab.
garlic sauce in it, and onions and tomatoes and salad and all kinds of stuff. But it's very good. But we have these kind of places around here, yeah, a lot.
I love tasting like different cultures' foods.
Oh
My
yeah.
Mhm.
ex, his dad came from Iran, so he
Yeah.
would cook
Really?
these meals. Oh yeah, and oh my gosh, there was this one. I don't know what was in it, but it was wrapped in a grape leaf. That was the best thing I've ever tasted in my
Oh,
life.
that's what is it called? Falafel? No,
I
it's not
can't
falafel.
Yeah. Yeah.
think of what it was.
Is it falafel?
Yeah. I think it is. That name
Oh, it
flew
was
through
so
my
good.
head. I don't
Oh
know why.
I ate it once, but I don't remember. But it's good, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Arabian food is good too. It's really good
Hmm.
too. And we have where I used to live, we used like the usual stuff was like Italian restaurants or Greek, but over here you have everything like Mexican, Indian,
Yep.
l-
Chinese,
yes, yeah,
Vietnamese.
Chinese is everywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Chinese is. I'm burnt out on Chinese. We eat a lot of
yeah.
I
Chinese.
love Chinese food.
Oh, I could bath in
My
fried
God.
noodles.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Put the sweet and sour sauce over my head and call me
That's
next
my
time.
favorite.
I'll be fine. I love Chinese food. And
Oh,
the bad thing is we live so far away from it that we have to really get it in the winter and kind of put it in the on the floor in the back seat of the car. It has to be a whole big production. But if we get in the summer, the chances of the food spoiling rise quite a
Oh
bit.
yeah.
mm,
We got so sick a few times, and I said to my husband, "Why do we keep doing this?" And he said, "I think because we love the food, but we don't love what happens when it spoils."
you know what really delicious is what my favorite stuff is, and it's kind of like the most expensive if you eat over here Chinese or Vietnamese. It's fried duck, It's duck,
Oh,
Oh
like
yeah,
crusty, like they
yeah.
make like the crust around it, and with
Mhm.
fried rice and sauce. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Now,
Mm.
do
I've
you
never
cook a
tried
lot
that.
of traditional German foods, German lady?
I honestly, I can cook,
Hmm.
but when I cook like for because I'm alone.
Yeah, you
I
cook
cook
for
like
what?
for like 2 3 days,
Yeah.
but um uh
That's
I
smart
cook
cooking
more
there.
like almost like international. Like I'm like more internationalized.
Yeah.
uh, I'm not really a fan of typical German food, but I like German food. But I like
I
it
think.
more when my mother makes it. But
Oh yeah.
my mother is not even German, but she's Polish.
She
But
makes good.
she can cook everything. Like
You think you could
she's
videotape your?
I'll be
she's a
right
beast.
over, German lady.
Can you videotape your mom cooking sometime, or would she be
I
wound up like?
could. I mean, I technically could without showing her. I actually could. Yeah, I actually could.
Because you know what would be a fun challenge is if we all like I'm Scottish, so and if we all cook or showed the preparation of
That
food.
sounds like so much fun, Mac.
Yeah,
Yes.
like because there's food that I can make that no one else makes, and well, I mean they'd probably go, "Oh my God, I wouldn't eat that." But when they saw it being made, even a tea biscuit, which sounds like no big deal, but we put cream in ours, and oh my God, just
Mm.
they flake, they're flaky, and they fall apart. And I shouldn't have given up the secret now.
Mm.
No, but
I
there's
cook like very southern. I like to do like I
see.
love collard greens and I love
Well, I don't
fried
know how to
foods.
cook them. I'd love to see how to cook them
Uh,
and see if I'd love
yeah.
them.
I
Do
can't
it.
do them spicy, but I can do regular collard greens. Yeah.
I mean, you need the camera and the pot and your hands. That's it, really. If you burn
Yeah,
your hands,
I've done
cut
that
that
on
part out.
Facebook. I've made several different things on Facebook and kind of did videos of it.
Can
Like I was so
can you
proud of
pull up
myself when I did
the
butter. I
Even
did all
homemade
kinds of different
porridge.
butters.
The way the Scottish will drag out the porridge. Oh my God! But it's even better every day. Well,
if you
especially if you
pull
get a
up
couple of
the
flies.
if you pull up the screenshot, I'll show you a typical German. My mother
Oh,
is great in cooking that one. Like, wait a minute,
Oh
this
my
is like
God!
oh, that looks good.
Enlarge that.
I don't know if you have
Oh,
that. Like,
yummy!
Are those
like
potato
it.
balls?
The potatoes
No,
that are
it's
just
it's
skinned.
it's called
That's
knödel.
meat.
I don't know how you would call it in English, but
That's
it's
meat and gravy,
oh, but
isn't
Oh,
it?
there's
What's on the left? And there's mushrooms. Oh my God! What is the? That's beets, right at the top of that.
that looks like
It looks
beets.
like beets that are chopped up. Is it beets, German lady? Oh, beets and onions,
I don't know
right?
every word. Like I cannot
Oh,
really.
Okay, are they beets and onions in that vegetable?
Yeah, but it's like
It's
I don't
spiced
know
up.
how to say rotkohl in
It's
English.
vinegar as well. It's vinegar and it's fried, right?
That's
you guys
kind
are
of like
making me hungry.
It's like it looks like streusel. Not streusel. Oh, what's the word that they used to use? But oh my God, yeah, no, it's like something like the garnish, really, right? Yeah, like
Do
a
you have
condiment.
this? Do you have this in America?
Yeah, that looks like pierogies up had a head, but
Yeah,
in Polish.
it, we call it Maultaschen. It's
Oh,
kind of like a green. It's almost tastes like meat in it, but it's not really meat. But it's so good. You can technically put it like here in
yeah, I mean soup.
like
That
soup.
looks like egg drop soup.
And
And
what I
mm,
do
Hmm.
is,
mm,
or you can,
you can
what
just
I
boil
do
it in
is,
water.
I I splice it in pieces
Hmm.
and fry it in the pan, and oh my God!
Oh.
But
That looks so good.
So there's vegetables in it. Is there meat in it as well?
yes, it's
A little bit? No. Is there rice in it?
Red
oh,
cabbage, Richard says.
yeah,
Red cabbage. You're right, Richard. Right,
oh,
right.
but
I
it's
should.
so delicious, and Wait
My
a minute, I
God.
have to look something else up.
I mean, Scottish people eat more than porridge. I just want to put that out there. There's
My mother is
haggis.
also good in this one here. I'm not sure if you have this.
Oh, there's
It-
haggis right there. No, that's a sausage, isn't it? Oh my
Oh,
God.
haggis.
No, it's
Ooh, what's that haggis?
rouladen. It's called rouladen. It's beef.
Yeah. Oh my God. Doesn't that, is that like beef rolled with something else in it, isn't it? Or
Yes, it's kind of like a loaf. Yeah.
mmm.
It's
Oh,
also you
Look
can.
how
Oh,
tender. And look at the potatoes. Oh my God.
yeah. My
And
my
that's
mother. The,
and
I love
gravies.
when my mother makes this. Yeah.
You need to
I
move your
love
mother
gravy.
up. So do you? Are you able to get home often?
What?
Are you able to go visit your mother often?
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I moved to, because now she only lives 1.5 hours with train away. Um,
Perfect.
yeah, that uh, before that she moved in the early 2000s because her relationship she moved away.
Yeah.
So I only saw her like 2-3 times a year before that, and now I can see her more often.
Oh my God. Now
Oh,
Richard said that that's cabbage, the purple. It's a red cabbage. Yeah.
oh, that
Me
looks
too.
so good. I love
Mm.
cabbage.
My God. Yeah, I do too. Oh my God, that looks so good. And there's always a gravy or a sauce that goes over the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Mm.
I wish I could cook like that.
You can if you try. But you know what part of
Uh,
the problem is sometimes is getting the ingredients, right?
mm-hmm. That's
And
it.
sometimes
Yep.
if you whip in a substitute, like Germans, like the sausage that's coming up there, we can't get anything like that here.
Oh, is that
We can't.
sauerkraut? Oh gosh, I
Yes,
love
that's like
that.
mashed potatoes with
Mm-hmm.
bratwurst and
Butter. Oh my God,
like
that looks
many
good.
people like think when they think Germany, they think like schnitzel, but
Yeah.
schnitzel is popular, but it's not really the most popular thing. Like
No.
schnitzel is more like Austria, like
Yeah.
the Vienna
Is
schnitzel.
it
Like that's for
spicy
Austria.
or is it?
Why do those mashed potatoes look so extraordinarily good? They're so creamy looking, aren't they?
You know what I add in my mashed potatoes?
Yeah, but mine don't look like
I
that.
add dry
Milk?
ranch seasoning. Oh my
Really?
gosh, it makes them so good. Yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh
that
yeah.
creamy potato. I mean, ours are creamy, but, and you know they're homemade. They're just
Mm-hmm.
a bit lumpy, but they're not that creamy. Holy crap, that looks good.
It really does.
Mmm. My God. Stop it, evil German lady. You're evil.
Now we're all hungry.
Sarah hasn't had breakfast yet. We could have an issue here.
Forget
And
the
that's one of
pancakes.
my
I want
favorite things.
this.
Now, I don't know if
Oh.
this is like
Schnitzel.
my mother is great in doing like this. It's like pep. No, I can. This picture's not
Looks
that.
like it's a casserole with, is it chicken or beef? It's a lot
Oh,
of beef
Clancy, I
now,
bet that's
right?
good.
Like
Oh, red peppers, right?
chicken. You can do it with chicken or with duck
Knorr.
or with schnitzel, but it's like a
Mm.
paprika.
Ram. Schnitzel. Mm.
Yeah, it's
There's cheese in that too, right?
you can, but yeah, it's paprika and cream, sour cream, and yeah, but
Oh
it's and you
my.
put it in the oven, and you put it in the oven, and
Oh,
it's, oh my God,
Yep.
and you put it and the best to eat that one is with this here. Like I don't know if
Yummy.
you have
What's
this kind
this?
of
Oh,
this
yeah.
is like
I do.
it's called spätzle.
oh,
It's like
noodles. It's right up
noodles,
my
but
alley.
But their noodles are good. Oh my God. Now,
Oh, I bet.
are they homemade noodles? Do you
yes,
guys
I
make
bet.
your own
it's
noodles?
homemade. It's homemade, but you
I know. See,
technically
Sarah, homemade.
you you can buy
Homemade.
it in stores
Yeah.
too. But
I make
yeah,
homemade
Wow.
dumplings.
I'd
I
love
can't
to
do
do
noodles.
noodles, especially like spaghetti or those. Oh my God. Because they
Mm-hmm.
taste so much better. Mmm. My God. Stop it. I already ate breakfast. I'm going to have to go back and redo it. I had homemade bread with peanut butter on it. Who does
Oh, that
that?
sounds good.
It ruined it. But I'm going to say I'm weird.
Yeah, this is like how they
I wish I
typically
could
look.
learn how to do
Now,
homemade
is there
noodles.
And this
cheese
is
on
like
that?
with sauce, like with sauce and
Look at
like
that, Sarah, homemade.
I see it.
yes.
Oh, I'm
God.
seeing it.
They press it. It's like pressed. Like let me see. Like,
Oh my God. Mm. See, that's what yeah.
yeah, they
Oh yeah,
press it
Yep.
yeah.
with something
Through
like
that.
that. With
Yeah.
like
Oh my
that.
God. Like a cheese press, kind of like no, a
Hmm.
garlic press, kind of bony. It's not. Oh yummy. I've seen
Yeah.
homemade noodles made, and but I often think to myself, yeah, if there's any way to mess it up, I would. But
My
oh,
grandma
the
could do
taste.
homemade noodles. Me, no.
Oh, I mean, I know if I got the right apparatus, I'd love doing it. The problem is, I would stop. Like I have, like I do make Chinese food here, and it's good. I have to admit, but I mean, we eat so much of it when I make it, so we think it's better to order out and order like 10 different containers. No, we're eating more
Hmm.
then. So,
Do you
mm-mm.
know? Do you know ratatouille,
What?
No.
Macklin?
What?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, that's like a French. That's like paprika, and
Yeah,
it's paprika. It's kind of like a sauce, a
yeah,
paprika sauce, and you can eat it with rice or with mashed potatoes. Yeah, that's
yeah.
delicious
It's
too.
very lovely. Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys eat a lot of beef and pork?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now Canada's getting into this weird thing, chicken and uh, turkey and stuff.
Did you call it
Unless
weird? We eat chicken and turkey here all the time.
no,
Turkey is
but
not popular over here. For
we
some reason,
used
we are not on the turkey train.
Mm.
we used to get a lot of local lamb, and I mean that lamb is to die for. And we living on the Atlantic, we could get all the fish that we wanted. I hate fish, but anything you want you can get. Like lobster season's still on here, and haddock and halibut and yeah. But I grew up eating fish, so I think that's good.
Hmm.
Mm.
I
I
like
love
fish,
fish.
but only like fried in a pan
Yeah, I do. I can do it that way
or
too,
yeah, I can.
or I'll
Have you had
poach
it
it.
beer battered? Beer battered fish is great.
I've never had it that way, or I've never
Oh, it's
cooked it
so
up.
good.
I poach it. You know how you poach an egg? I get
Hmm.
the water boiling, put a bit of salt in, and I'll put, even if it's frozen, like halibut in or haddock in, and it's done in jig time. And well, I hate fish. I'll do it for my husband, and I'll do it for the little dog. But he says it's like, oh my God, it's so good. And I'm thinking, yeah, just don't come around me with that breath. Ugh.
America's weird. Like my grandma would cook her squirrel stew. Oh gosh.
No,
No,
would
I
that
can't.
Yeah,
taste nutty? Would that have a
I've
nutty
never
taste?
had it. I refused to eat it when I was a kid,
Why did I
but I
ask
couldn't do
that?
it.
But
It's real gamey though, you know.
no.
We have rabbit over here. I never ate rabbit, but
Oh, my mother made rabbit stew one time and she got so drunk. I'm not joking. My dad brought home a couple bottles of wine and said, put this on and don't give it to the kids. So thank God. But I mean, I don't know how much the stew got, but she got about a bottle of wine in her. But oh my God, all you could smell was wine in the house. Now, they both said how beautiful it was because the wine kept tenderizing it. You couldn't make me eat a rabbit. There's no way. Every
no.
Yeah.
childhood rabbit story just kept flying through my head. But I don't know. Now, what does rabbit taste like? Rabbit?
I've
No.
never had
I don't
rabbit.
want to find out. I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I've not. I couldn't do it. Now I've had deer meat.
I
I
mean, if
can.
I would starve, I would probably eat
Yeah.
a eat, but
Now,
no.
frogs is a new thing here, and eels.
Oh, I ate. We had like uh, but it's many years ago. But we had like a French village kind of for a week or so in their
Ah,
town, and they had like
eel, frog.
these
Eh.
calamari and all kinds of seafood,
Oh,
and but they also had like fried foot legs, like uh
eh.
what is it called?
It
Uh,
tastes like chicken,
yes,
apparently.
it does actually. It does.
It does.
What do you want for breakfast, Daniel? Sorry.
And if you didn't know that it was a frog's leg or from an eel, you wouldn't. It tastes. They both do.
Yeah.
But the
Mm,
eel is a bit fattier because it's a bottom feeder. Yuck.
yeah. But it's not. It's really not bad. Like if you fry it good and stuff like it,
Hmm.
it's actually
Yeah,
it's
and I've
worth it.
eaten all kinds of like I've had cow brain and didn't know what it was and thought it was delicious because it was seasoned up. The minute they told me what it was, though, I had to go throw it up. And I said, really don't go with the description anymore because I was loving it. You say that, that's it. I don't know why. I think it's mind over matter or something.
A
Right?
few years
Well,
ago,
ladies, I hate to cut this short, but my son's awake and I'm going to have to get in there and get him
no
Yeah.
something
problem.
for breakfast.
Thank you, German lady, and thank you, Sarah.
Yeah,
German lady, I am so
having me.
glad
This
you
was a
came up. I
delicious
really
live.
appreciate you. It was. And it was so
Mm.
fascinating because I've never seen those types of
Oh, I
foods and,
know.
the places in Germany that it's
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to do more of that, German lady.
Yes, German lady, please and thank you.
I'm so hungry now. Sarah's hungry. That's what's
I'm
going
hungry too, and
That's what it is.
I'm gonna make food right after this.
Let's
Yeah.
all head to the kitchen. Beat you there.
I have
I
like
bet you.
actually, what I'm gonna do is because now the stores don't have open. The stores actually have open, but I'm not gonna go. I'm too lazy. I was yesterday and went grocery shopping for the whole weekend. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make mashed potatoes, and I'm gonna what I like these Vienna sausages. We have the long ones, and I put them.
Mm.
I fry them in a pan instead of like
Mm.
boiling them. Usually Germans boil the Vienna sausage
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
eat them cold, or some eat them cold. But
Yeah.
I like to fry. I like to fry everything.
I usually boil it, and sometimes I'll fry it at the end once it's really kind of
I
cooked. And
fry
it's
it and then I put like spice powder over it.
my God, that sounds good. Mm-mm. So you'll have to come and visit all of us and cook for us. Oh, bring your mother too.
Oh, my mother cooks way better than me. Like I'm an amateur. Like I can survive. I can do the basics. I can you know
Do
provide.
you,
But my mother can bake. Like I suck at baking. Baking I cannot really. Like, and I don't
my
have the nerve.
sister can't bake either. I mean, I can bake and I love baking, but she's really turned me off baking. It comes out like a rock with her. God bless her heart. I think she's cutting the corners or changing. Like if it asks for butter, put butter in. Don't substitute it out for something else, right?
Baking it takes too much. I don't know, for some reasons, like the outcome is great, but you have to
Yeah,
do
it
so much stuff like
takes
for fucking baking.
hours. Yeah.
I don't know. And then everywhere is flour and stuff. I
Do
don't
you have
know.
your mom's recipes, German lady?
What?
Do you have your mother's recipes that she follows?
Yeah, she gave me
Oh my God.
she gave a long time ago when I moved in
Hmm.
my own place and stuff. You know, yeah. But
Good.
like I said, it's not the same. It's not the
Mm.
same when the mother is doing it for
And
some
she,
reason.
yeah, and she
Yeah.
adds extra little things that she probably didn't even think of writing down the recipe. You know, like a shake of this and a dash of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. They know how to do it. Sarah, are you gone to get your breakfast? She is
yeah.
down the road.
I'm gonna drop off.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks,
Thank you
Sarah,
for
and
coming up,
Thank you,
German lady.
Sarah. Have a
Thank you,
good
Mac
yeah,
11. I
Saturday.
love you guys. Have a great
yeah.
day, you guys.
You all take care. Bye.
Bye, German lady. I love German lady. She's so sweet. And Mac 11, she's got my heart. She's a great lady. But I'm going to cut this short because I'm going to go and see what little man wants for breakfast. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me and with German lady and Mac 11. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.